In this episode, an incredible new Aston Martin and the new versions of our cars go head to head.
Ooh.
Welcome to episode 245 of the We Are Auto Show. What's up, Derek?
Mr. Michael Rao, what's new with you?
Many things, but one thing that was interesting that I was in front of today was a Dodge Ram.
How's that interesting?
What made it very interesting was the fact that it was a Chevy Ram 1500.
What?
Yeah, they put a Chevy badge on the Dodge Ram.
So they cross-badged?
You know,
What?
it's not even up badging. It's
No.
just like a lateral move of shit.
Why would you do that? Huh?
Yeah, I looked at my mirror. I was like, that is distinctly a Dodge Ram, but that's a bow tie.
If I put a Lucid badge on a Tesla, like, why would you do that?
Same idea.
Yeah.
Like, what? It doesn't make sense. Why? Put a
It-
Toyota badge on a Honda Accord.
Here's my best idea. His friends are all Chevy guys, and they're trolling him.
That could be it.
That's the only thing that I can think of.
Although I gotta say, the driver looked a bit oblivious.
Oh, okay. Well, could not have been, but that's an odd one. I've never seen that.
Yeah, very odd.
Yeah.
But let's talk about a car that's very not odd. It is the new Aston Martin Valour, and it's stunning.
The new Aston Martin Valour.
It is essentially the coolest car Aston has created that people can actually buy. But you can't actually buy it. But you can actually buy it, but you actually can't.
Oh, boy.
I know it's complicated.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
This car looks weird already.
It looks amazing. What are you talking about?
I gotta
Weird?
see the front of it. It gave me Mustang vibes from one.
No, it's vintage Aston Martin.
Ah.
So, do you remember,
Whoa.
I don't know, like probably, was it a year ago, when Aston Martin came out with a car called the Victor? It was a one-off. It was twin-turbo V12, manual gearbox, and it was like $7 million or $6 million or something like that.
I'll go find a picture.
It looks very similar to this. And I remember it being, frankly, stunning. See, it looks
Okay.
very, very similar to
It
the
does.
Valour.
It does.
Right? It's absolutely gorgeous, if I say so myself.
So here's a picture of the Aston.
That is the
Martin
Victor.
It looks very similar.
It's kind of like a Victor that you can actually buy.
Yes. Okay. Huh.
And they're making more than just one.
How many?
110 of them. And the reason why is they are building this to celebrate the 110th anniversary of Aston Martin.
Okay. That's kind of cool.
So it's not like the Victor where it's like a single car, you can't buy it, you have to get it commissioned by Aston Martin's queue. This is actually a car that Aston Martin will build.
Clearly, the Victor was the prototype for this to figure out how to build it. And then they tweaked it and said, okay, here's 110 of them.
Kind of, sort of, yeah. It's actually, it's the Victor was technically built off of the 177 chassis and power plant and all that, and this is built off of more of like a DBS chassis power plant. Either way, it's fantastic.
Does that not give you Mustang vibes?
No.
Really?
Really.
Okay.
It gives me like Aston DB4, DB5 vibes, which frankly is correct. How many pedals do you see there?
There were 3.
Ooh.
Yep.
Ooh.
And I see a gear shifter.
There's 3 pedals, there's a gear shift, and there's 12 cylinders under the hood.
Okay.
Oh.
This is all you, buddy. This is right up your alley.
Look at the seats.
I gotta find a
Look at the
photo.
fabric on the seats.
Oh.
Oh, there's look at the like
Yeah,
look
the bottom right.
look at that. Oh my god.
Oh, this is all you. This is, yeah.
Look at it. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I like this a lot.
Are there any other numbers about it?
Not a whole lot because it's still new. This was actually technically debuted at Goodwood.
Oh, okay.
It's a little bit of a detuned version of that DBS twin turbo 5.2 liter V12. Well, detuned, but kinda, not really. It's 705 horsepower.
That's plenty.
Yeah, yes.
That is plenty.
It's got 555 pound-feet of torque, all going through a manual gearbox straight to the rear wheels.
Okay. Heck yeah.
So how many Aston Martin Valours are going to be found in a ditch?
Many.
108 of the 110 of them.
That depends on how many people actually drive this thing.
That is going to be the more accurate statement,
Yeah.
because I think, unfortunately, the majority of people that buy it will just tuck it away in a garage, put it in some jammies, and maybe let it see the light once a year when it gets an annual service.
But you know what? In 20 years, this thing's going to be worth millions. Multiple?
Oh, yeah. I think this will be a $9 million in like 20 years.
Yeah, I could see like upward of 5.
Yeah.
When Aston is full EV and like this is the... Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
The looks... I don't know how to feel about the looks. You see too much Mustang in the front. It's so weird.
I love it.
It's so weird.
To me, it's just classic British sports car.
Okay.
That's the vibe I get from it. Now, just in case you want to buy it, it's starting at $1.5 million.
Ooh.
It's cheap. It's a bargain.
There's 110 of them. It's... At that point, price doesn't matter.
But if you'd like to buy one, you can't.
All sold?
Yes.
Of course. With 110 of them. Yeah.
Yeah, but realistically, though, if you are a car collector and your Aston dealer says, would you like a chance at owning a Valour, and you said no, you are an idiot.
You'd be silly.
If you had the means to do it, you would be an idiot.
Yeah.
It's going to be... When's the other last V12 car that had a manual transmission that you've heard of? I'll go.
Yeah, when?
Murcielago.
Yeah.
As far as I can remember, that's the last V12, other than the Victor, but that's, again, a one-off, so that doesn't really count. The last car that was a V12 that had a manual. Other than the Aston Martin Victor, that one-off, I can see a Lamborghini Murcielago, and that's kind of it.
Were Vipers V12s?
V10s.
Oh. Yeah.
So again, when's the last time you had a V12 with a manual?
Okay.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
This is certainly a dying breed, but I love that they brought it back.
Oh, I love it so much. And I remember a long time ago I said, one of my I wish they would have was I wish that a sports car company or a supercar company would make just like the perfect supercar of like V10 or V12 with a manual gearbox, and just, I don't care how many you make, but make some of them, and they will sell like hotcakes because it's going to be the best thing around.
Yep.
Aston Martin has listened to our podcast, apparently. Mr. Lance Stroll, thank you for listening.
Thank you, Lance.
Lawrence, I should say. Pardon me.
No, this is super cool. I love that they did this. This is super, super cool.
Yeah, agree. Shall I move on to a much slower car?
Last question for you on this.
Oh.
Will we see one?
I actually think we might. There's a chance. I think there's a chance.
110 of them?
Bruh. We've got Paganis and Bugattis in Sarasota, Florida. Like, yeah. I think there's not a good chance, but there is a chance.
1 or 2?
1.
Probably not 2.
I don't see 2.
No.
I see maybe 1.
Right.
And if I do get to see one, it will be messy.
The drool.
Oh, yes.
All right, what do we got?
Fluids.
What else do we got?
We have your car. Yeah, we're going to talk about yours.
We just talked about a different iteration of my car.
We did, but we're going to talk about the actual new version of your car, the Subaru BRZ in World Rally Blue.
Okay, now we're talking.
Yeah, look at this. Look at this. This is the new Subaru BRZ TS.
TS?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, it's supposed to be STI.
Well, look through the pictures.
Oh, boy.
Wait a minute. You may see some little STI touches.
Oh, really?
You might just see in there. Go into the interior if you can find some interior pictures.
All right.
You may see.
What's this? That's TS. Okay.
Yeah. Well, wait. Maybe if you look at the gear, look at those brakes.
Okay.
Oh, the gold Brembos.
I do like the gold.
That's the same gold-looking Brembo that came on the WRX STI, isn't it?
BRZ ST.
So there might be an STI badge or two around the interior.
But, okay.
So what would that... If there... what does that say?
STI engine? Start, stop? Okay.
So in the gauge cluster, it said STI. So
3 pedals.
the fact that there are the 3 letters STI inside of this car, what does that mean to you?
I'm looking at the engine bay.
Uh-huh.
I was wishing that I saw a big component there.
And you're missing out on something,
I'm
aren't you?
not seeing the component I want to see.
Why did they put the STI badging on the inside if there's not a goddamn turbocharger in it?
I don't know. It's not turbo.
The first thing I saw was the shot of the instrument or the start-stop button. That's what it was. And I saw that it said STI. And I immediately was like, holy shit, it's happening.
They've done it.
Oh my God. It's actually happening. Ah! And then I started to dig and I went, oh no.
It's the same little 2-liter boxer with no
There's
no
nothing
turbo.
forcing air or anything into it much faster and harder. And it's no.
Dang it. All right, tell me more about it, though, because it doesn't look neat.
It looks neat. The STI-ness of it. You have brakes, and you have suspension, and you have a few little badges.
Okay.
And you have an unchanged 228 horsepower, 2.4-liter flat 4.
Damn it. Okay.
It is available only in a manual transmission.
That's cool.
It has black or dark wheels and gold brakes.
So is ST the top trim for this now?
TS, but I think
Sorry,
it is,
right.
yes. It's supposedly kind of limited. They don't say how many, but yes.
Okay. Interesting.
It looks estimated at like 30 grand plus. It's got different wheels. They are different than the standard car's wheels.
They are. Other than that, the exterior looks pretty darn similar to the current one.
Yep.
With an ST badge, which why didn't they go Why didn't we go STI? Why did we go?
Were they so close to building the perfect car and then they just ruined it?
Yeah. Well, it's just confusing. Like, why have STI badging on the interior, in the gauge cluster on the start-stop button, and then have TS badging? God, that's terrible. TS badging on the exterior.
So it's a BRZTSSTI.
We're creeping up to McLaren names here. This is getting bad.
How many other letters are we going to put on this?
I don't know. Just
A,
throw the
B,
alphabet
C,
at
D.
it. Yeah. Okay. That's all they did? They just did brakes and suspension?
Yes.
Why? Why?
We should. Is that enough to warrant the fact that they put STI badging inside of it?
No. What? No. It doesn't even have STI badging on the outside of it. Why would they do that? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand why they put STI badging inside of it. There's nothing STI about this.
Was it a typo? Was the badge on the outside a typo? They typoed it and backward the letters? What the heck?
This car just doesn't. I'm confused.
How do you manage to screw this up for so long, Subaru?
And you know what? I got so clickbaited too. I got clickbaited to death because the only picture I saw was that STI start-stop button. And all I saw was headline was 2024 Subaru BRZ TS. And then I see STI start-stop. I'm like, oh, it's happening. And then I scroll, it's not happening at all.
No. The only bit of okay that I could talk about with this is maybe, possibly in the future, Subaru, please hear us out. All we want is an STI with a turbo. You can fix the badging in the interior of this car, do whatever you want, but actually put an STI badge on the outside, give it some more performance, extra 50 horse. It doesn't have to be a lot. Extra 50 to 100. That's all you need. Perfect after that.
And it would be the perfect car.
Honestly, we've talked about it for so long. Don't understand it.
I honestly thought it was happening.
Yeah.
With the clickbaitiness that I was baited into, I legitimately thought it's actually happening.
I saw this headline yesterday as well. I saw BRZ ST, and I went, huh? What?
Mm-hmm.
ST? Or TS? Why is it not STI?
Also, I have to say, why is it lowercase t, uppercase s?
I don't know. It has to be typos.
You've got uppercase BRZ, lowercase t, uppercase s. And then is the STI, isn't it uppercase S, uppercase T, lowercase I?
Yes.
So
It's all backwards.
uppercase BRZ, lowercase t, uppercase S, ST, lowercase I.
It's all messed up.
What is going on? What? Subaru, what are you doing?
I don't know. They don't know.
It's going to stop very well.
It's the same car. It doesn't need to go. It doesn't need to stop better. It doesn't go fast enough in the first place. Yes.
Unfortunately, that's the new Subaru BRZ TS.
A swing and a miss. A classic.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah.
Next car we're going to talk about is a new version of my car. Yes. This is the Volkswagen Jetta GLI 40th anniversary.
Okay.
Yeah. And my car is the 30th edition.
So this is the 40th now.
So 10 years older.
Okay.
My car is its 10-year older brother.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Do they do this every 10 years?
Ish.
Okay.
Ish. They do like an anniversary edition every 10-ish years.
Cool.
But it is the Mark 7 Volkswagen Jetta GLI 40th anniversary edition. It looks better than the standard Mark 7 GLI because it has some more accents.
Mm-hmm.
It is suffering from a lot of the same things that the BRZ TS is suffering from.
Uh-oh.
A lot of pretty things, not a lot of performance things.
Dang it.
You know. But frankly, though, my car was the same idea. Now, I will say, though, the prettiness things I actually think are kind of cool.
Yeah.
Let me explain what they are. So first, just to back up, the Jetta, especially the GLI, came out first in 1984. So we were 40 years from that, which means if you're born in 84, that means you're 40 years old.
Yep.
Wow. That math is actually kind of scary at this point.
Yep.
But you get 3 different colors. You get pure gray, pure white, and rising blue. I like the gray a lot.
I do
the
like
gray.
the gray.
Looks really racy. Each of the colors and the options, you get blackout details with that like classic GLI red accenting.
I like the accents.
Yeah, the red, black with the gray.
It works.
It goes really well on that car.
It works
I think. Let's see, you get the fancy black wheels, you get black door candles, all sorts of things. But inside is where the 40th-ness gets really special. You get the cup holders. Inside of one of the cup holders says GLI. The other says 1984 from when it was first started. Then you get on the seat tags like that, the little GLI seat tags, GLI 40. So all little details that remind you the car is more than just a regular GLI.
Right.
On the steering wheel, you have 40 notated there as well. But the really cool thing is the seats.
I think there's a photo in here.
Yeah,
No?
those. Yep. So that pattern is actually unique to each car.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's really cool. So the actual seats, so they're molecular cloth seats is the way they describe them, but they're unique for each one of the cars that they're making of this.
That's neat.
So it's a different pattern for every single car. That's actually kind of a cool little touch.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Now, this car, you don't get any performance add-ons, which I wish you did, but you still get the same 2-liter turbo 4-pot that you get in the current GLA Autobahn, making 228 horsepower and 258 torques. But the cool thing, this is limited, so you do get only 1,984 of them as if after 1984.
That's about the right number.
Actually, kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool. You could actually get one of those.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be stupid expensive.
Yeah.
And it has some neat small features here and there, but you don't need them.
Yeah, it's just neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, neat little thing.
I'm a fan.
And it's not like it's like bonkers expensive either.
How much?
29 grand.
And the base, well, the normal one without this.
It's about the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
maybe like $1,000 less, but nothing.
That's
crazy.
perfect.
Yeah, no, that I think Volkswagen's knocking that one out of the park.
That's good.
That works.
Yeah, that's good.
I also do like the dual exit exhaust.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the new version of my car.
Nice and simple. Unfortunately, both of our cars didn't get any performance upgrades.
That's correct, and this is very unfortunate, as you said.
Who did better?
I'm gonna sound biased. I'm not saying this to be biased. I'm saying this because I genuinely think from the actual things that the GLI is the better cool version.
I totally agree.
Because it actually has more little touches. It's not just like some gold brake calipers and suspension. I mean, it's got actual things that you can touch and feel and go, oh, that's different than other GLIs.
It seemed like the Volkswagen team had a meeting and actually collaborated on things. And the Subaru team had a meeting and disagreed and then parted ways and built the car.
You know, actually, it's funny. There's a meme that's been around the internet, and I'm actually creating the meme in my head in regards to that Subaru. So the meme is like, it's a boardroom with a bunch of different people talking around a circle, and then all these people's opinions are just like ridiculous. Like, let's put STI badges and don't make it STI. Let's give it suspension. Let's give it gold brake calipers. And then there's like one person's like, let's put a turbocharger on it, and they throw them out of the room.
Yep.
That's exactly what happened at Subaru.
Yeah.
Shame.
Is what it is.
Yeah. So, you got anything else?
I do not.
Then that's going to wrap us up for episode 245. Thank you so much for watching and listening. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, leave a thumbs up, and drop a comment on the video. Let us know which of the 2 special editions do you think did better. Was it the BRZ TS STI or the new Jetta GLI 40th anniversary? Be curious to know your thoughts. And if you're listening on audio only, send us those thoughts via social. Facebook is We Are Auto. YouTube is We Are Auto. Instagram is We Are Auto _. And our website is weareauto.io. So, thanks again. Catch you guys in the next one.
Peace.